This is an early 2000s F250. Now you might notice the steering wheel's on the right hand side, which we're in Australia. They did do a number of these locally. Now this is a Ford Motor Company produced vehicle. As you can see here, exhaust runs down the right hand side, and this is the factory heat insulation. You can see this has been hot here where that exhaust runs. Now this factory insulation is like a polyester fiberglass blend. Now we're pulling the interior out of this car to insulate it for sound. Heat we're also going to address, but noticing this, that it's delaminated, it's given up, it needs reinstating. We do have a product that can replace this, which is a aluminium face and a composite core fiberglass and needle punch polyester, which is very similar to what the factories run. So we're going to pull this stuff out, we're going to put our dampening mat throughout, and then we'll run this over the top. Now this is a light face version I've got here. You can see it's flexible. We do have a heavy face version, which is ideal for undercarriage. So keep in mind, the best way to address heat is on the underside, where you can stop that heat before it becomes conductive in the floor. This has still got the factory exhaust heat shield cover over that pipe there, which is only starting from here. Ideally, if this was my vehicle, I'd create an exhaust heat shield on the underside further up in this sort of footrest area. But it doesn't have it, so we're going to replace what's there. So when the customer gets his vehicle back, it's no less than what it was. It's actually going to be more, because we're going to have a range of underlays in here that's also going to help. We'll make sure that we cover these areas internally. So if you don't want to get underneath your car where it's dirty, you're less mechanical minded, and you're at a stage where you've got the opportunity to fix it inside, this is an ideal one to put in before you put your underlay in. What it's going to do is blanket out that area and stop that heat transfer and reduce it over time, keeping in mind you've got airflow and everything to help keep it cool, that you won't have a hot interior, the car will be comfortable to drive. So we've got our dampening mat stuck directly to the floor. You can see we've let access here. I think there's a cab mount or something under there. Now the factory heat insulation was over that, so we're going to replicate it. And we've got our sheet here, which you can see will fit straight in here. Tuck it under that firewall blanket. So this is going to replicate exactly what was there in factory. So this is a peel and stick. Now it's good to have an application roller, something that you can press down and get the adhesive to bite in. We're going to use this domed end too to push it in around this footrest area here. That's the heat insulation on the floor pan done. You can see here we've covered where that exhaust system is running down the inside of this tunnel and where that radiant heat's going to spread out. So the dampening mat first we put down because this was a sound insulation job, but also the factory heat insulation, which was a fiberglass and a polyester core with a reflective aluminium on it. This product replicates that. We've covered those areas so that rising heat, we're going to capture it and blanket it out. It's going to keep the car cool inside, and you can see we're spilled up on the tunnel there. So this area here is covered. We're ready to put our underlay back in.